Hi, boys and girls. This week we're going to be using our art workbook and we are going to be learning about the color wheel. So turn in your art workbook to the page with the color wheel. And it looks like this. I can learn color wheel. And this is to review our knowledge of the primary and secondary colors by coloring in the color wheel. So you're going to gather your primary and secondary colors, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet, and you are going to color in each wedge with the correct color. So RED spells red. So I'm going to color in this wedge or pie slice of the color wheel. The color wheel is a tool that artists use to study color relationships. And last year we spent a lot of time learning about the primary and secondary colors. We called them color families because they work together to accomplish different things in art or in pieces of art. And artists use colors in different ways. We learned about the warm colors and the cool colors, and all of those relationships can be seen on a color wheel. So now I'm coloring in orange. Next, I'm going to be coloring in the yellow pie slice. And I'm making sure that I'm coloring nice and neatly, doing my very best coloring because I always want to be doing my best. Now that I've finished the yellow, I'm going to color in the green pie slice and the slice that says green. Now that I'm all done with coloring the green wedge, now I'm going to color in the blue pie wedge of my color wheel. And last, I'm going to color in the violet wedge of my color wheel, and that's the last one that I have to complete my color wheel. All right, now I have completed my color wheel. I've colored in each wedge of the color wheel with the correct color. Red, yellow, and blue are the primary colors, and orange, green, and violet are the secondary colors, because red and yellow make orange, yellow and blue make green, and yellow or blue and red make violet. So now I'm going to turn the page and start about color mixing, and I'm going to fill in each circle with the color that it says. So I colored this circle in red, this circle in yellow, and when I mix red and yellow together, they will equal, let's see what happens here when I put red over top. What color starts to come through a little bit is orange. Okay, and I'm layering these lightly, because if I press dark with those colors, it's going to not turn out right. And red is a strong color. It's a lot stronger than yellow, so that's why I used yellow first, and I'm just lightly layering them over and over top of each other until I have a nice orange color there. And crayons really aren't the most ideal thing to do color mixing activities with, but I figured that's probably the easiest material that we have at our houses. That's what I have at my house, so that's what we're going to use for this project. So for the next color, we're going to mix red and blue. So I'll fill in my circles. Here, red is not as strong as blue. Blue is the strongest color. So I'm starting with red, and I'm going to layer some blue lightly on top. And you can see that I can kind of start to see that violet color coming out when I mix those colors. Violet is a hard color to mix, so mixing with crayons really is challenging, but you can kind of see it kind of looks like a bruise, like when you bump into something, how your skin turns purple. That's kind of what this reminds me of. So I'm just layering the red and the blue, and I have that violet color. And I forgot that I need to label these colors. So I'm going to write the names of these colors under these block or these circles. So I'm going to go back up to the first one and write orange, and the second one I made violet. And if you need help spelling, you can always flip over to your other color wheel page. All right, so the next colors I'm going to mix are yellow and blue. And when I mix yellow and blue, I get, let's see, again, yellow is the weakest color, so I'm putting yellow down first and then layering the blue on top. And you can see Mrs. Barber's favorite color is starting to appear. It is green. So you can see the green starting to come through. I'm going to label that. All right, next I'm going to color in the red circle, and I'm going to color a secondary color in here with orange, my orange crayon. And when you mix red and orange together, you're going to get something called a tertiary color. And that is made from mixing a primary color with a secondary color. And the name of the tertiary color is those two names together, red, orange. All right, and tertiary colors are mixed when you mix a primary color and a secondary color together. So the next tertiary color we're going to mix up is yellow plus green. And when you mix yellow and green, you get a color called yellow green. And the last tertiary color that we're going to mix is going to be with the primary color blue plus the secondary color violet. And when we mix blue and violet together, we get the tertiary color blue-violet. All right, so all of those colors can be mixed. There are many more colors you can mix, but these are the colors that are on our worksheet that we're practicing mixing today. And like I said, crayons, you can mix colors with crayons, but it's not the most ideal. Mrs. Barber loves to mix colors with paint, and even colored pencils sometimes is a little bit easier, but I hope you had fun mixing some colors and learning about color relationships and different colors that can make new colors. So the primary colors plus a secondary color equal a tertiary color. I can't wait to see what you create.